What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we were banished from the village. Commander Kamado apparently thinks that his prejudices define the entire villages, and he decided to kick us out on our butts. This whole sky thing is our doing, I suppose, and even though he was the only one who kept beating the dead horse that we are not trusted around the village, even though we absolutely totally are, we have been sent out because he is apparently the higher power. He's basically a politician. I just screw the guy. Anyway, we're supposed to now, with the help of Mistress Kogita, who gave us a place to stay and a home and access to our pastures through Abra and a workbench and an inventory box and all that kind of stuff, as well as a shop through Volo. Although he's just basically he's just a basic shop. We can actually take a look at that really quickly. But yeah, not really any different from the general store back in the village. Regardless, thanks to her help, we have found that we need to go seek out these three different challenges, three different trials over at different lakes across the region. One in Obsidian Fieldlands, one's in the Crimson Mirelands, and then one in the Alabastra Icelands, I believe. Now, we're going to be heading to the Fieldlands first, the Icelands second, and the Mirelands third, I believe is the order we want to do this in. So let's go over here and talk to Adaman, who is going to be our helper for most of this, Adaman and Volo, as a matter of fact. So let's head out to the Fieldlands camp, because that is going to take us closest to the lake. So if you look over here, Lake Verity, right here. Trial of Lake Verity is where we are headed to. So let's take Weirdeer out, at least for a little bit, and then I'm going to jump and switch to Braviary. So here we go. Okay. We're going to try to get all three of these done in this episode, so I will do my absolute best. Got to hurry as fast as possible. I am going to try to do this without making a stupid leap of faith. So let's actually switch to Braviary here so we can at least make the jump before we go diving. Didn't want to accidentally hit the shore there or anything. And over to Basculegion and back to Weirdeer. So here we are. Hi, everybody. Wait a minute. This is just a rock. To say this lake actually used to be, they say this lake used to actually be a volcano. Then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water. And so Lake Verity was born. It is protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. It was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. The Arc phone begins to beep again. Suppose it is a cave after all. All right, well, that's a lot easier than open up the Reggie's cave. Is that the Arc phone the professor was going on about? Let's do this, Akari. Mistress Kogita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never for the faint of heart. Let's head on inside. There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. Maybe it's the fact that there is an Alpha Gudra in here? Because, menacing Pokemon stands before you! Trounce that thing, Akari. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. All right, we will, but I am going to switch to Adam before we actually start this thing. Let's do it. And here we go. All right, so we're just doing a standard battle here. I don't think we're allowed to throw a Pokeball at this thing. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to test it just to be 100% sure before I go crazy or anything. But let's start with let's just do a regular Bulldoze and see how much this does. Hopefully not too much. Not too bad. Okay, Shelter. Do your thing. Defensive stats were raised. Well, that works out perfectly, and now it's unfortunately obscured. I am actually going to do an Agile style one. Of course it missed, but that's kind of the reason I wanted to do that, because of the obscure. So now we'll take a hit. That's going to hurt. Oh, my goodness. But now we at least should. I thought we were going to get 2 attacks, but evidently not. Let's try regular Bulldoze again. Oh, freaking gosh dang obscurity. Son of a gun. Well, that's going to hurt. Sorry, Adam. You did your best. All right, on to the next one. Something that can actually withstand this. Let's switch on over to... I'm going to go to Darko. Darko's usually the safe pick for that type coverage. So let's just try a Drain Punch here. We'll just do a standard one. And, of course, it's still obscured. Yep. Son of a gun, man. Okay, at least that doesn't do too much damage. If we can actually get a hit in here, though. No longer obscured. Let's try... Oh, and defensive stats are back to normal too, so I want to be careful here. I'm just going to do a standard agile style one. Perfect. And then I will try to throw a ball at you, but I can't remember if we're... Oh, well, never mind then. It doesn't really matter anyway, because I have the Alpha Sliggoo already, so I'm not too butthurt about that, but we'll try it on another one, possibly later. There we go. All right. And now what? That's the way, Akari. I can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. If you feel a mysterious presence. What's up, Mesprit? Probably my favorite of the three, if I'm being honest. Hello. Your emotions. Share them with me. Sure. They're yours. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I suppose. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? I would say bewilderment, if I'm being honest. Just general confusion. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? Exciting, I'd say. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? Well, it's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? I kind of felt bitter, but I suppose life is complicated. It's not all their fault. It's really just Kamado's. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. And there we go. Is that a letter? Mesprit's plume. Okay, proof that you've completed the trial set by Mesprit, the being of emotion that lives in Lake Verity. Is this like signed and stamped by Mesprit? I don't know, that seems a little strange to me. Well, there it goes. Can't even imagine what that must feel like, having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now we have 2 lakes left to visit. So we're going off to the Alabaster Icelands next. I'm going to make sure to heal my Pokemon as soon as we get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to probably fast travel straight back to the Obsidian Fieldlands camp. But we got to talk to Volo first. Looks like that worked out well, Akari. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volo. That's right. You could say it's become a merchant, but I'm mostly just filled with natural curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led to this particular present. Or more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed. I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like answers on that. I don't probably know how he came to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kagita's home? Let's go back. May as well. It was pretty darn simple, I would say. I mean, I assume that, you know, the game is like, oh, but you can go on a whole expedition and whatnot, but we need to fill around on the details, because that's one down. Also, we need to rest our Pokemon up. Ah, Mesprit's plume. So the legends told it true. Well, then the red chain must be real as well. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing. And they'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess. But how? Why? Your doubts suggest a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the red chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we'll get the red chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of successes to which you contribute nothing. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. I love how Volo just kind of doesn't care that she's throwing shade. Anyways, our Pokemon did heal on their own, so that's pretty good. Let's head out to the next one. We're off to the Alabaster Icelands and make sure that I actually have that selected before we do it. Yeah, okay, it is already done. Trial of Lake Acuity. I think it's funny that they're numbered out of order, though. So off to the Snowfields camp, although I don't actually think I probably should have gone to the other one, but oh well. That was my bad. We can always fast travel. So, yeah, okay, we're going to actually want to go to the Pearl Settlement, so we would have probably had to fast travel kind of any... Well, actually, no. Maybe Ice Peak Camp is the better one. Let's do it. All right, so we are headed up that way. I guess it really wouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things, so we're going to have to probably climb this whole thing up with Sneasler. So let's go. All the way to the top. And I believe this is going to be the one where we encounter Uxie, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Uxie? Uxie? Ushi? I don't actually know. I always said Uxie, so I could be wrong. Let's just take Braviary all the way over. And once again, I'm assuming we're going to be putting our Arc Phone to use. Hello, everybody. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. Let's do it again. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Akari. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. Here we go. What are we in for this time, I wonder? What sort of challenge is going to befall us? Now let's see what's waiting for us. A menacing Pokemon stands before you. Okay, so this time we have an Alpha Zoroark. I know you don't need me to tell you this, Akari, but I've still got to say it. Be careful around that thing. All right, well, this thing's a ghost type, so let's just throw Genevieve at it. Although, obviously, we want to actually approach it, not actually throw Genevieve at it. Here we go. Wow, indeed. All right. So I am definitely going to try to catch this one without doing too much damage to it, hopefully. I'm going to try to be a little gentle here. But we obviously do have that 11 level advantage, which is a little bit concerning. Well, I can't use Shadow Ball because it is a normal type as well. So I guess we'll just start off with an Energy Ball. Let's see what that does in terms of damage. Okay, a little more than I would have liked. Here comes a strong style move, so this is probably going to hurt. Shadow Claw. Yep. Jeez. Okay, well, that's fine. And now we will switch on over to Roddy. Yeah, Roddy's probably should have led with Roddy if I'm being honest, but oh well. Okay, can I do like a very gentle hit here? Ceaseless, no, because that's the one move I don't want to use. Aqua Tail, Psycho Cut. Yeah, I don't want to chance it. Let's throw a Pokeball at it. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to just chuck Ultra Balls because obviously we're in battle already. Just makes the most sense. We'll see what we get. There it is. Beautiful. Didn't need to worry that much. And we have caught Zoroark. Sorry, Genevieve. Probably shouldn't have led with you. That's my bad. Well, you could do it, Akari. Feel a mysterious presence once more. And this time, there's Uxie. All right, what do you got for us, sleepyhead? Come, I will test your knowledge. Combee, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are there eyes? Let's see. Combee's got actually quite a bit, now that I think about it. Or no, it's just 2. And then Zubat has none. Hold on. Magneton and Dusclops each have 1. I think it's 6. Is that correct? Oh, wait. Oh, how many are there eyes in total? Okay, hold on. Combee, Zubat. I forgot the first one. Shoot. Oh, no. I might be in trouble. Oh, no. Magneton's got 3. I'm dumb. Not 1. Magnemite has 1. Durr. And then Dusclops. Let's try it. So we're just going each of their eyes? I legitimately forgot what the third Pokemon was. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the... Okay, we guess we did it. Cool. What a solid guess. You obtained Uxie's Claw. Beautiful. Proof that you've completed the trial set by Uxie, the being of knowledge that lives in Lake Acuity. This item is needed to forge the red chain. Just one more to go. All right, that's another one down. So we're going to be probably going back to Mistress Kogita one more time. Kogita? I keep changing the way I pronounce it. I apologize. Because I've never really known what it actually supposed to be. I'm going to go with Kogita. I assume all went well, Akari. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? Guess I can think of 2 reasons: to keep the chain safe and to test us. Perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all? But having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other use besides mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. I return to Mistress Kogita's home? Sure. Let's do it again. I suppose we're allowed to stay here, but we always need to check back in with her anyway, and it's not like I'm going to be doing anything else. I am done with expeditions until we can get back to Jubilite Village. Are you kidding me? We're stuck out here. So that's Uxie's Claw. I sense a warmth to it. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilite Village are tense. Makes you say so. Seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force, not to serve the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants? You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? That settles it. Akari, there's no time to lose. We've only got one material left to find the red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. What? Is that really all you do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the Shrouded Ruins. Okay, Volo is definitely hinting at something, or hinting at more than he's letting on, which is a little bit concerning, but let's head out to the last one in the Crimson Mirelands, and I'm going to go to the Bog-bound camp. I don't know if it's much better than the Mirelands camp, but I think it is at least a little bit closer. So let's take Weird Ear off that way and just kind of head up the river. So the question is, does it just always stay daytime in this particular circumstance? Like it just never turns to night? I guess we're moving too fast to really tell. I haven't even let time pass properly. But who really knows? I mean, this episode's been going on for, honestly, it's actually been going on for like almost... Oh, come on. Climb up that, please. Do it again one more time with feeling. Thank you. We've been going for, what, 40 minutes now? And it doesn't seem like the time has changed one bit. I mean, it was hard to... Well, I guess it was nighttime when we started, technically, so maybe not. I don't know. I can't really tell. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. I could have just gone to Baskin Legion, but whatever. Down we go. Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is predicted by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs doing was born in people's hearts, or that is what legend would have us believe. And one last time, here we go. Ho! A cave appears where there was none, as if just for Akari. In we go, Akari. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care! Alright, here we go. Last trial. What are we in for this time? Another alpha? Question, quiz? I don't frickin' know. Let's see what we're up against. Overquill. Wow, alright. The evolution of Hisuian Quillfish. So that thing is dark and poison type, which I don't think we've actually encountered one of these yet. There's no water typing to be found. So I think I'm going to go with Adam for this one. So let's do it. Try to get that ground typing in. Wait, does it say Fishimi? First of all, it's pronounced sashimi, and second of all, if you insist... No, I'm kidding. I'm actually going to catch you. All right, so I'm going to just do another bulldoze on this one, and hopefully it slows it down a little bit. At least it missed with the Aqua Tail, and it does not get the same type of attack bonus, so I'm not as concerned with that. Let's use an agile-style bulldoze here, just to see how much it does. Oh, okay, a little more than I was expecting, actually. What I think I'll do then is... Yeah, let's just do a Poison Jab, because I know it's not going to do a ton. And it shouldn't knock it out, but it'll do enough at least to weaken it to where I can throw an Ultra Ball at it. That's probably going to hurt, but Adam should be fine. Let's make sure that we actually catch it on the first try here. I want Adam to actually get the experience from this. Not that it's a ton, but it is something. Come on. Oh, don't you dare. Ah, come on. Can never have nice things, and that's going to hurt. Jeez. Okay, fixated on using Ice Ball. Nope, I won't be able to disrupt the action order, so let's just throw another Ultra Ball again. You can do it. I believe in you. Nope, still not enough. Son of a gun. Okay, well, Adam is going to have to take the hit after all. And let me switch on over. I just need something that's going to hit this thing gently, like really gently, while it still uses Ice Ball. Roddy's got the attack for it. So let's use Ceaseless Edge. Well, I'll use an Agile-style Ceaseless Edge, I think. Or I could probably just get away with a regular one now that I think about it. Let's try it. Please don't take it out. I really want it. Thank you. Oh, but then there's that problem. I forgot. No, don't use double. Oh, you suck. Well, that's a pain in the neck. I was really didn't know it was going to do that. I didn't even know it had that ability. Gosh, dang it. That's just unfortunate. There's nothing you can do about that, though. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I guess except for saving before you walk in here, but oh well. I can always catch an alpha quillfish later. And there it is, the last one. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can. What? Did it just create its own balms? It did. I guess you're meant to throw them at Azelf. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can hit this thing. Is it possible? So here is the way that this works. It's actually quite simple. So as long as Azelf is aware of our presence, it is going to continuously appear in spots where it is going to be looking at us. But if you can sneak up behind it without doing that, my bad. Seem to hear a voice inside your head? Will you abandon this folly? I'm not through yet. Let's keep trying. So what I will try to do is hit you again. And we're just not going to give up here. Hit it. Oh, nope, missed it. I had the chance, too. Sneak again. No, it still sees me. If I can get it to look the other way. But nope, still don't have the opportunity. We're not going to give up on you. Seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I'm not through yet. Once more with feeling. So what we're going to do this time is I'm going to throw it at you. I'm going to walk up and then sneak into place as it turns around. And then as we move... Oh, that one went right through it. This isn't working at all. This thing's going to keep trying to get us to quit, isn't it? Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? We are not through yet. All right, Azelf. Did we get it? I believe we did. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. And this must be the last piece. You obtained Azelf's Fang. I love that they're all like nicely wrapped up and like a piece of cloth. Looks like our lake journey's complete. All right, awesome. So we're gonna head on back, but I think we're gonna have to do that in the next episode. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. We've got all 3 done. We're going to head back to Mistress Kagita, and from there, we're supposed to be heading to a place known as the Shrouded Ruins. I suppose we'll find out what awaits us once we get there in the next episode, because that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.